Hey y'all, cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. Lisa's leftovers. I was going to pop live and just see if you guys had any questions about the videos that I posted this week, and I can address those questions with you. Somebody asked me if I made strawberry jam freezer jam, and I followed what the Sure Gel package. There's a huge list of directions in there for freezer jam, jelly, all that. I followed the instructions on that when I made my strawberry jam, and I don't freeze mine. I can mine, and I demonstrated how my granny would, put it in hot, like sausage gravy, same concept, and turn the jars upside down, and they would seal when you turned them upright, because the heat of that would get that red rubber ring moist enough or hot enough to seal it. And I also stated that if you don't get a seal when you're trying to do it that way, because that is a shortcut, it is not scientific, like it's not from the Mason Jar Company or the Bottle Company, which you can look that up online. But anyway, if you don't get a seal, you do need to water bath them. So I had a couple that didn't seal. So I had to water bath mine, and I had to look it up online. I think I ended up water bathing it for 10 minutes and then letting it sit, and then I heard all the popping going on. So trial and error sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't. It's just the way it is. That's the way my mom did her canning jars. Yeah, Claudia, excuse me. We've been outside for a walk this morning, me and the Cookie Monster, Sugar Cookie, my dog, and it's getting ready to rain here like for the next 3 days. So the pollen's still thick. Anyway, sorry about the cough. But yeah, there's some old, I've learned a lot from my older generation of, how to do things and how to do them quicker. So I always try that, and it normally does work if the jars are warm and the jelly is hot. But I always know at the end of that process to unscrew that lid and just see if I can pop it with my fingers. And if I can pop it or move it with my fingers, I go to the hot water bath and hot water bath them, so that when I do give them as gifts to other people, there's not like, mold on the top of it. Speaking of which, I have had jam in the past, 32 years, almost 33 years. I've been married almost 33 years. And there would be a little mold on the top. And to eat it, I just take that off and eat it and then put it in the refrigerator. But that's up to you. And people get real sideways about that. So I'm not trying to start any, big ruckus about it. Yes, she kept her jars hot, Claudia said. Yeah, I think a lot of people used to do that in olden times because they had so much to can and to preserve, and they didn't have big refrigerators and freezers like we do now. Anyway, that was one thing that I did that there was a question about, and there was also a question about the strawberry bread. That strawberry bread recipe is delicious, hands down. If you want something like that, it is so good. And I do like the fact that it had the pieces of strawberry and the puree, and the puree makes it uber moist. So yeah, but I wanted to ask if there was any other questions. I don't see any, and I hope I'm on the right page here. Sometimes I've gone live on my personal page and don't even realize I've done it. It's an issue. Anyway, I am on the Cooking Cutting Up page. Hey, Monica, good to see you. What's going on in y'all's world on Saturday today? It's getting ready to rain here. So I'm going to be in the kitchen this afternoon doing some cooking. I'm having my best good friend Winifred over and her husband for dinner. I just made the strawberry jelly this morning. Myra, did yours turn out good? Because I've eaten some of mine and it was really good. Hey, Renee Causey Wolf, how are you? Good to see you on here. Yeah, I've had peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I don't know, 2 or 3 times this week with that strawberry jam. I love it. Hey, Wendy Engel Rumley, it's so good to see you. My cousin's on here. It's a shame we don't see more of each other, but lives are busy and whatever. Okay, Myra said, yes, it did turn out good. That's excellent. Love to hear that. let me just make sure I've made some notes. Oh, the hamburger casserole. I get this all the time. Are you sure you don't brown the meat? You don't. And I use like 80-20 meat usually, so it doesn't have a ton of fat, but it has some. And so, yeah, there's some fat in it. But I do not cook the meat in that recipe. I put it in the casserole raw, put the stuff over top of it, the tater tots, put it in the oven and bake it. I bring it out 10 minutes, bake it forever, how much it says, I can't even remember right now. And then I put cheese over it and stick it back in the oven and let it melt. It's delicious. Anyway, that's one that I've done for years and years and years. Let's see. Have a wonderful weekend. You too, Tammy. What's everybody doing this weekend? In our neck of the woods, it's going to be cool and raining. Yep. I'm not complaining because we need some rain, but getting ready to rain here in Virginia as well. Wanting to watch the NASCAR race in Charlotte, North Carolina, but it's rain delayed. Claudia, I don't doubt that because I think this system is pretty widespread. And I'm in Greensboro, so Charlotte's about an hour and 15 minutes north of us. Let's see. South of us. South. I have to think about which ways to the beach and which ways to... Anyway, that's how I do it. It's cool here in Kentucky. Oh, it's cool there as well. Yeah, it's cooler here today too. I mean, I've got on short sleeves. It's like real thin sweatshirt material and a pair of leggings, and I was cool walking, and the wind was, blowing too. Cool, windy, and upcoming rain in Norfolk, Virginia. So a lot of people are getting rain. Hot here in Texas. Carol says, ooh, it's scorching in Texas. We haven't had scorching weather yet here in North Carolina, and it's, getting to be the end of May. We should be getting to where we have hot weather. No plans is the best plans for me, Michelle. Sometimes that is the best plans. You can Netflix or read a book or rest or catch up with a friend or whatever. Barbecue sauce. The barbecue sauce, I'm hoping Wake Forest gets their baseball game in. Laura, my husband and I were watching that last night. I don't know who won last night, to be honest with you, but I know Wake Forest is really ranked in baseball this year, which is great. Barbecue sauce. Somebody asked about barbecue sauce, how I store it. Yesterday, I had to go to the Dollar General not once, but twice. And I had already been to Walmart yesterday morning to get a few grocery items. I started the strawberry bread, didn't have baking soda, had to run to the Dollar General. Hey, Cookie. It's just, she sees anything out there. Cookie, come here. Where's your ball? Get your ball. Where's your ball at, baby? Get your ball. Anyway, yeah, it's like having a toddler a little bit. And she's brought me all of her toys, and they're sitting around my chair here. Barbecue sauce. Oh, Lord, she's chewed something up. Anyway, but can you say hey? Okay, you don't have time for that, huh? You don't have time for that? Okay. Barbecue sauce. I went to the Dollar General the second time because I didn't have enough ketchup. So when I ended that video, I said, add ketchup to your taste because I didn't have enough on hand. I had to go back to the Dollar General, get more ketchup, and I didn't have a container that was a gallon-sized container that I could store it in. So I bought a gallon size of drinking water for $1.45, and I dumped it out into the sink so that I could have a container for my barbecue sauce. And I keep that barbecue sauce in the pantry, and I do not refrigerate it. It has a ton of vinegar in it. It won't go bad. And I've kept that stuff. I put a date on it, and I've kept that stuff up to a year and still used it. And if you're uncertain about that, that's up to you. But I'm just telling you how I do it. I'm just telling you like a friend. And, you can dump a little bit out and taste it and see if it still tastes okay and smell it and all that. But that's how I do my barbecue sauce. And I like to have some on hand in case we have a throwdown and we need it. Let's see. Was there any other? Oh, somebody asked about the hash oil recipe. And excuse me, you're not doing that. She wants to chew my strings. No, sorry. No, we're not playing like that. Anyway, hash hole. Somebody asked how much cheese, and I stated it in the video because I went back and looked. It's a ½ pound of cheese. So I bought the cheese that was already cubed, and I bought 2 packs. I bought one that was a sharp cheddar. Excuse me. Get over here. Cook. Come here. Come here. Stop. She's showing out. ½ pound, and I bought one bag of Colby Jack and 1 bag of sharp cheddar, and I used both of those in the hash hole recipe, and it was delicious and very filling. Anyway, that's Lisa's leftovers, and I'm gonna close for now. I hope y'all make it a great Saturday. Even if you're stuck inside, maybe you can find a movie to watch, or like I said, a book to read, or whatever, you know, floats your boat. But anyway, thanks as always for tuning in, and there'll be more to come. Cook, cook. That bell thing was supposed to be her cue to tell me that she needs to go outside, but sometimes she just goes over there and chews on it like a 2-year-old. Cookie, come here. Cookie. And she listens real good too, can y'all tell? Stop. You just went out. I know, you didn't get that clue, but we're not going to do that. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful weekend. Happy Memorial Day. I'm thankful for the freedoms in which we are given and others that paid the price. I'm so thankful for that. And I'm sure there'll be movies on all weekend that are about, you know, war and Memorial Day and all that. But anyway, we'll see y'all later. Cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. Take care. Bye now.